Yo, what's going on, people? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Saeed TV. This is the best of the rest. It's been a minute, but we're here, man. We thought, you know what, man? We can't miss a Chelsea cooking, man. You know what I'm saying? We can't miss seeing Chelsea fans in tears. You know what I mean? The Mud Brother Alliance is over. You man are on your own. You know what I'm saying to you? What do we say, Premsy? Post-Roman.
Bums. Post
There you go.
Roman bums. I told these man, look, you got to give Chelsea credit for what they're doing in their Roman Abramovich era, but that time's now done, and I think everyone's got to get used to it thick and fast. I think Lewis is already used to it in my jig. What are you telling me, bro?
No.
Yes.
No. This stinks.
He looks like he's been on depression tablets for the last 3 weeks. You get me, fam? That's what he looks like he's been on.
And the worst part is we shouldn't even be being vindicated by all this, but because of the awful mismanagement of our players, here we are, a point worse than we were at this point last season. It's hilarious. We're an absolute joke right now because these owners are standing by this dickhead. They're backing him. So, yeah, we're just a joke. We're just a joke. Standards are in the bin. Standards.
So what? Are you not looking to give this man no time? Then you're not backing him because a lot of Chelsea man wanted this guy. A lot of Chelsea man wanted this guy. You get me?
Yeah, now we've given him time, and he's just made mistake after mistake. There's only so many mistakes you can make before I say, you know what? No one's improved.
Yeah.
Even the one person that had improved in Conor Gallagher has gone backwards, reverted straight back to type. Structure is a mess. No support from the wings. No attacking patterns of play. Poor defensively from set pieces. Why am I giving him time?
What? I don't know, but we're loving it. We're absolutely loving it, mate.
I understand that. Rival's perspective, I hear it. We deserve to get cooked because we're sitting here and allowing this to happen. It's disgraceful. Standards are in the mud. So, yeah, everyone can cook us. Everyone can cook us. You've had 5 opportunities to sack him. You've had multiple opportunities to get rid of him, and you haven't acted. You've just hoped and prayed that Pochettino could turn things around.
Are you gonna want to sack him and bring someone in that could get the best out of this crop of players, or somebody that's gonna want to get a brand new crop of players? Because as a football club, you've kind of fucked yourselves over, really, because giving these players long contracts and stuff, it's not going to be easy to move them on. And with the way financial fair play are moving.
Bro, they're on death row contracts, man.
Here's the thing. When the structure is not good, they're doomed to fail from the start, so we can't even judge them to their full capabilities. We stretched that midfield pivot out so far and leave Caicedo isolated in nearly every game, force Enzo into left wing and second striker roles. And we wonder why the midfield isn't working. But it's been allowed to stay like that game in and game out. So it's tactical. It comes from the manager. They're not going to ask for a new crop of players because these players are better than 11th. We're asking you to get this team into Europe. This team is capable of being in the European places. Nobody predicted Chelsea at 11th or 12th. Nobody did. Even if you didn't think we were going to do like as well as top 4 or anything, nobody predicted 11th.
I had them about 8th, to be honest with you. I had them
even then, it's not 11th.
I had them in 8th, if you get me. But look, all I'm saying now, with the Chelsea situation, it's their own problems, isn't it? Because they brought individuals rather than players that are going to fit a system for a manager, and it's not going to work like that. You get me? I'm seeing what is his name, Mudryk, and that having arguments with a man on Instagram and that offering him 10 grand to do a one-on-one, bro. Are you mad? Are you mad?
That's an easy bag.
You know, man, a rattle, isn't it? You know what I mean?
How is he doing that, by the way? What is he doing? What is he doing though? Like replying
back
has
history with that before. That's not the first time. I think someone commented on one of his Insta posts a few months ago saying he needs to improve in this, that, and the other. And I think he messaged back saying, "Where's your Ballon d'Or?" So he said it before.
I big up Sean. Potter has a better record than Poch. Deep that. Yo, listen. I spoke to Johnny. I said Poch or Potter. Potter
had a defensive structure. And Potter just had awful game management and just said the boys gave everything after every week. And it was just seeing Chelsea drop from 4th to 10th that I don't think helped him out as well. But yeah, he wasn't good enough either. But he's better than Poch. He's better than Poch.
Nah, definitely. So you know what? I seen something the other day. I can't remember exactly where I seen it, but somebody said Brighton are turning £5 million players into £100 million players, and Chelsea are turning £100 million players into £5 million players. Yo, it's a mad thing, yo.
It is. But you know what? I'd at least please change that.
That got me. I can't lie.
This is Poch. And Poch is making these players look that bad. It's genuinely the manager. These players are not 11th place.
You know what's mad, yeah? You know what's mad,
they're looking about 11th place right about now.
Because of the manager.
Yeah. You know what, mad, yeah? When you actually watch Chelsea, you have to watch Chelsea, by the way. If you're just watching them from, let's say, game to game, and you're kind of like maybe watching 1-2 games a month, yeah, you have to watch how bad they are in terms of structurally, Premsy. They're so bad. They're all over the place. It's like school kids. You know when you got school kids on the playground and they're just everywhere. You know when they run down there, then all of them run down there. That's how Chelsea play, bro. Like,
one minute. When we were playing football in school, me and you, I'm sure we had a bit of class about us, mate. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, we were better, man. You know what I'm saying? Claremont Primary School, man. You know what I mean? They're probably beat Chelsea right now. You know what I mean? We had some good players, but this Chelsea team, man, I can't lie to you, man. Pochettino, yeah. And you know what's mad, yeah? A lot of people are getting on to me because they're saying, yo, you rated Pochettino back in the day. But I rated Pochettino before he went PSG. Right now, he's failed at PSG, and he's come back here. He's lost his magic, man. He just looks like
you know how we say a manager. You know how we say football goes past the manager and their tactics. That's Poch. That's it. He was great back in 2016. You're washed now. It's 2024. At PSG, you played boring football and played players out of position and relied on Mbappe. Now you're relying on Cole Palmer. Now you're trying to do the same crap with a worse squad. It's not working.
Yeah,
this squad's better than 11th. They're obviously not better.
Wasn't the whole point of this whole new Chelsea structure was to give managers time and not be like the old structure and keep sacking man and that? So at what point are you going to give somebody a bit of time? Because come on, it is only been a year.
If we had better game management, right? We are in the top 7. Like deep this before the Liverpool game, right? If we had beaten 3 teams, including Villa at home, we are joint 4th. Now, if we're doing that, we talk about bringing in experience to consolidate 4th, or being that close. You could even try and talk about the title, even though you're not going anywhere near it. But you're talking about experience for something bigger.
Yeah.
Now we're talking about experience to get into Europe. That's why I ain't got time for him.
To be fair, you're on dangerous ground as well, Lewis. Look, putting all the banter aside, if it carries on like this and the decline's for real, you're just going to end up turning into a club that everybody's going to want to leave, and you're not going to have no backbone behind you. Do you know what I mean?
No, I understand
that. Even club legends.
Smoke. This is why the directors need to be responsible too. 3 months, and then they went and got Poch. This was the best that they could bring in. They need to go as well because they're also culpable for this. And also, we can't really say that they're going to bring in a good manager either because they failed already. So their heads can roll too. We need to get another technical director in as well. But Poch has to go. He's got to be the first domino. He has to be the first domino. One thing you can do right now to get instant improvement is to sack Poch. Nothing else. You're 11th in February, full stop, he has to go.
You know what it is though, man, yeah? Sorry to cut you off, Premsy. It's always easier to sack the manager because it's always like, what can you do better on the pitch? We as fans cannot get rid of the ball. We can have a voice, don't get me wrong, but it's always easier, it's more manageable, and it's more logical to sack the manager. Do the players need to get some accountability? Yes. But ultimately, Pochettino had some group of players there, though. He's not got some washed players. We're not talking about a team that should be where they are. Like, there's no justification for me for Chelsea to be 11th in the league. There's absolutely none, bro. Like, Brighton have been shit. You know how Brighton shit have they been, yeah? They've not won a game. Sometime, I think, was it September, they not won a game until, and then they won a game, and then they kind of like, they've been on shit form. I mean, Newcastle have been disarray. We'll get on to Newcastle. They've been in disarray like a minute ago. Chelsea, for me, have been shit for a while this season, man. And there's no improvements on the pitch. And
because they've spent money, Saeed. They've spent money.
Season.
Bro, they've spent money, and them same players that they've spent money on, they've shipped out. You know what I mean? Like there's not been no structure to how the club's been run since it's been taken over. It's obviously it's not being run as a proper football club, innit? You get me? He just wanted to show all the Chelsea fans, I've come in, I've got money, I could spend a bit of money as well and buy you over. But there's no real structure to that, and you're seeing it unfold in front of your eyes because realistically, Caicedo was one of the best midfielders last season. Now he's just looking bang average. Fernandes was looking bits in the World Cup, comes looking bang average.
By the way, what's the... Yeah, true. Now go on.
Yeah, so really, Chelsea, I'm not being funny, they deserve what they're getting, and I can't see nothing. And this is not me trying to hate on Chelsea or try to banter, because that's not the case. Just as a person from the outside looking in, yeah, I don't like him, but I can't see things changing anytime soon. Even if they do sack Poch and bring somebody in, yeah, how do you know that guy's going to then take these players to the next level? How do you know they're not going to regress even further? Do you know what I mean? There's always a risk.
I'm asking for the bare minimum of management. I'm asking for a structure, a style of play, and good game management throughout the 90 minutes. Because people always love to say Pochettino coached a victory. No, in reality, Pochettino coached the first half and then killed it in the second. This guy's game management is atrocious. I would genuinely put him up with one of the worst managers in the league. That's why I realistically wouldn't be picky with the interim, because I'm asking for the bare minimum.
Yeah, I was going to say,
give me a style of play. We won't be 11th. We will be pushing for the European spots. And that's probably it. And the fact that that's even going to be it is disgusting in its own state, because we should be pushing for top 4 right now. The fact that we're in 11th is so infuriating. And then we have people gaslighting these players and acting like they're crap. No, they are being set up to fail by this manager. Just saw a report that this guy has our most strenuous training session the day before a match day. No wonder we have so many injuries. No wonder.
No.
We are being set up to fail. We should not.
Do you know what? Yeah, it didn't help him. It didn't help him coming in. It didn't help him coming in and taking everybody from that was involved in the club out. You know what I mean? Like Petr Cech, everybody went in it. So there wasn't really nobody that was familiar with the club or familiar with, because you got to give Chelsea massive credit for what they have achieved in it. I know if I was in Lewis's position, I'd be losing my shit as well. I have lost my shit over the years with Arsenal. Still losing my shit because I'm still not really too happy with how I'm seeing certain things going. But we're in a bit of a better place in it, that you can see some sort of trajectory where we're going. But with Chelsea, they're just, bro, you don't know where they're coming or going, man. And the squad they've got, like I'm saying, it doesn't matter who comes in. I don't really rate a lot of them players, to be honest with you. I think there's a lot of them.
Who don't you rate? In that squad, who don't you rate?
Mudryk, I don't rate the striker.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
I rate Caicedo. I think he's a good player. I think someone's got to get the best out of him. Fernandes, good player as well. I think Thiago Silva, he's been great, but he's old, man. How long are you going to hold on to
his wife?
This is the year.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
But here's the thing, even with Thiago Silva, it's partly structural due to the way we set up with the midfield. And then the games where we play a high line when we shouldn't be playing a high line with him. It's done.
You know what's mad, yeah? You know, by the way, Lewis, what's the latest with the Chelsea, the Thiago Silva's wife? You know, she said what she said, yeah?
Yeah,
man. Like, that must be hella awkward for the manager, yo. I know you want him sacked here, but imagine hearing that, yeah? One of your players' wife wants the manager out. Like, that is big, you know. Fair play to her. She always vocal. Wow.
I know there's other players who don't rate this guy either. It is what it is. This guy is leaving soon. It should already be now. I don't care. Cry me a river. I hope Bell Silva gets locked in a room with him for 5 minutes and really gets to speak our minds. For me, I want one media pass. Give me one media pass.
Bro, they will never give it to you, man.
Just one.
No, they're not letting you. They're not letting you in looking like the Fresh Prince, bro. Are you mad?
Bro, what is your obsession with Conor Gallagher? Why do you have no structures 6 months into the team? Why has it been 6 months and we can't play out the back? Why has our defense got worse?
They would never let us in the press conference. I would never be allowed in the press conference.
What do you think Enzo Fernandez's role is?
Yep. Facts.
What is your idea behind the midfield structure?
Yeah.
Why do you say you'll pick players based off merit, but Conor Gallagher starts every game?
Yeah.
I thought he's been one of your best midfielders, to be honest with you.
No, he hasn't.
Bro.
No, he hasn't. He's been absolutely atrocious for the first 2 months. Conor Gallagher gets away with all the English media propping him because he's the free midfielder out of the other two, and they can cuss out Chelsea for their spending because it's an easy talking point. That's why they always talk about Conor Gallagher over the other two. If you ask me who our best midfielder's been, it's been Caicedo. It's been Caicedo. Yeah. It's just because he's 115 million. No one's going to talk about it. And I understand we're 11th. But here's what it is.
Yeah. You know what
it is as well? What hasn't helped him? Sorry, Saeed. What hasn't helped him is the Declan Rice situation as well. Because they both went for that kind of money. Declan Rice, Caicedo. Because there's a lot of light on it. Because Rice is at Arsenal. Obviously, Arsenal was in for Caicedo. Liverpool were in for Caicedo. There was so much interest in on him that all the lights on him now, in it. So the 115 mil.
Are you happy? Are you happy now that you got Declan Rice or than Caicedo?
Do you know what? I'm going to be totally honest. At the time, I would have preferred Caicedo because I actually liked the way Brighton played football. So I used to watch a lot of their games and I liked him. Where with Rice, I knew he was a good player, but I can't sit there and say I watched a lot of West Ham games to say, yo, this is the guy. So my opinion was I wanted him. But at the moment now, looking back at it, obviously, I think Rice was now obviously the much better decision.
And this guy here as well. Lavia, where the flip is Lavia? Like, generally, guys, I've never seen a guy who was injury-free at Southampton, I know we got injured in the summer,
Yo, we got the bag, fam. Are you mad, Saeed? You got the bag, and he thought, run this. I'm not involved with this discombobulation of a football club. Just pay me my money.
He was only meant to have a bruise. You know that. He was only meant to have a bruise.
That's crazy,
I haven't seen him in like over a month. I don't know. That 30-minute cameo against Crystal Palace was really nice, but it's whatever.
Crystal Palace, when was that? Did he play that game? I can't remember that
2-1, game. 2-1, we brought him off the bench.
2-1. Oh, yeah. All right, listen, man. You man are absolutely down in the dumps. Broski. Now, you know what's magic? I'm not saying that Chelsea would have their problems would have changed, but having Lavia and Caicedo and Enzo Fernandez in there would have helped massively, man, in terms of team. But then again,
Conor Gallagher in the team would have helped my team.
There you go, man. This is the problem, though. Like, the manager's always going to have his favourites. But I look at Conor Gallagher, because he's proper Chelsea, because he gets it, and because he's the captain. Is he the captain while they're out, by the way? And is he the captain while the others are out, right? Chilwell's the captain, isn't it?
Gallagher and Chilwell, the two dumb and dumber, bro.
You know, ask Scott McTominay. Everyone has this. Who's your player? I don't think you guys have one, do you? You don't really have one. But we have it. When you're shit,
they got Saka, but at least Saka's doing bits for them.
Right,
if he sees and everything, but like,
who did he compare? Who have you compared Saka to? Gallagher.
No, in terms of like, who's your proper academy player? It would have been Saka, innit?
Right. Okay. I thought you
got JJ Ash.
But Saka hasn't disappointed them nearly.
Saeed tried to stir some shit up there, didn't he?
No. What I heard was, they've got one in Saka. So I was like, man's comparing them.
No, we're talking academy graduates, isn't it?
Nah.
Yeah. To be fair,
No, I mean, it's mad.
Ketia, man. No, but real talk though, that news coming back from Enzo Fernandez wanting to leave, is that fake, yo? Is that fake news?
BS, absolute bullshit. It's an exclusive story, but it's Enzo considering an exit and talking. There's bollocks.
Okay.
BS. Yeah, so I've got a source into the club as well, and he said that's arse too. So yeah, it's not happening.
No, but you know what though?
And also, the guy signed a 9-year contract. Where are you going? You're not going anywhere, mate.
You're right. You're right. But they will start wanting to go.
Where are you going?
Bro, they are going to start wanting to go, though, man. They are going to start wanting to go soon. It's like if Arsenal don't win anything, you think Saliba and all that are going to stay, bro? They're going to want to go as well.
Nah, they're not. They're not. They're not actually going to stay, Death row, man. I can't lie, man. When they were doing them contracts every Chelsea fan was excited, But when reality, when you look at it, it's like, shit, man. You're actually with them for a while, isn't it?
I'm not scared about those players that we've signed. Like,
to be fair,
Enzo, I think is going to do well. Palmer, I think, is going to do well. The only one that I think looks like an L from now is Mudryk. Yeah. That's the only one.
Mudryk. Yeah.
That's the only one that I think, I'll give you time, but like, you ain't proved nothing.
Yeah.
I've given a lot of game time. which I hear.
I'll be totally honest though, Lewis. I'll be totally honest though. I think you're
Sanchez as well, Robert Sanchez.
You're looking at it lenient because if I spent that much money on Fernandes, I'm expecting him to do more than what he's done for us. I'm expecting Caicedo to do more than what he's done. Like, these are big. Like, you guys went out and spent some serious peas, man. Outbidded everyone, robbed everyone for every player that they wanted. You get me? Now there should be a little bit of reward for it, man.
Dead,
players got to take some responsibility.
They're doomed to fail already, and I hear it.
But I hear that, but I feel like we still need to see more from Enzo Fernandez. I rate Enzo Fernandez a lot, but I'm not gonna lie to you, Lewis. Structure aside, we need to see more from Enzo Fernandez. I feel like he's the sort of player that, you know what, he can galvanize the team. He can make the team like at least play well. I get it, he's not in the right position. I get it, structurally you're bad. I get it, he's playing for Conor Gallagher. But can I say to myself, I didn't see more from Enzo Fernandez? I think Caicedo's been all right.
In position in the midfield, and Enzo Fernandez is further forward than my striker. What do you want from him, brother? He is put there to fail. Especially when it's in the midfield. Structure is key.
Someone put Enzonzi.
I didn't hear structure for Paul Pogba. I didn't hear structure for Paul Pogba.
You think you didn't have a case of Pogba too? Two things can be right. Come on, man. If anything,
I like that.
No, Saeed, you just backed yourself into a corner because you just vindicated me. You just vindicated everything I'm saying.
No, but what I'm trying to say, but Paul Pogba performed though. Like Paul Pogba, listen, Pogba was a guy that was actually doing things for United in 16-17 season. He dragged us to the Europa League. 17-18 season.
Mourinho and Inter and Oli, you had better structures than what we have.
Yeah,
look, we are at the bottom barrel. So, of course, he's even going to look better in spite of that. You've got Enzo playing as a fucking striker and left winger. Like, come on, man.
Yeah. Big up Enzo. I was at the Borough away game, and there's a point where Enzo was a striker for like 10-15 minutes. You know what, to be fair, I watch Chelsea a lot. Like, I generally, I'm not saying Chelsea are a bad team. They are a bad team. And I think a lot of it comes down to the manager. People keep blaming the structure. The structure don't make the team, the tactics, what's going on the football pitch. The structure doesn't say, lose 4-2 to flipping Wolves.
The structure does have a big part in the tactics.
Yeah.
No, but when I'm talking about the in-game tactics that Pochettino is setting up. He's the one that's the manager. I feel like for me, that's on the manager. He should be able to get a win against Wolves. He should be able to set himself better against Liverpool. The amount of holes that were in your team is so clear, and that for me is on the manager. So I think the bigger issues that Pochettino can't control in terms of the signings and who he brings in and the under 25 rule and all of that. I think that is beyond his control. And the guys who are in charge.
Under 25 rules, BS. There's BS from the media. We were linked to Ivan Toney. We're linked to Jonathan Tah. It's not true.
Well, there you go.
The media chats so much BS about us, honestly.
Yeah. So, Pochettino pointed out that Klopp was given time to build in that what we today feel should have been given the same courtesy.
Don't you dare compare yourself to Jurgen Klopp, you fraudulent piece of crap.
So, he obviously... Once he goes, who do you want in? What kind of style of play do you want to see back at Chelsea or at Chelsea? And who do you think?
Bro, I'm gonna be real. I'm just thinking interim basis. Give it to Flick, Lopetegui, or Mourinho for now.
Lopetegui's not a bad shot.
I'd say they've all been available, and we don't move.
Lopetegui,
we just stick with this dickhead.
Nah, Lopetegui's dead, man. I don't know about Lopetegui. Right, you're fan. Nah, he's a good manager, but broski, like
for an interim.
You talk about.
For an interim, 6 months.
I only want the basics.
You're not going to
get the basics.
On an interim basis, you're not going to get who you want straight away like that. Somebody could put Conte in, would you go for Conte or Mourinho?
Over Poch, yes. Over Poch, yes, right now. I need Poch gone. Anyone else, I don't care.
Jose they will have a Mourinho. Jose Mourinho.
Mourinho 3.0. Anything but Lampard. Anything but Lampard.
Lampard, nah. Lampard, listen, I generally do not even want it for him, man. Like, sometimes you don't want to see legends go back to their clubs and die there, man. Like, I like Lampard as a player, but that was just like generally you don't want to see that, man. It's like with Oli, I didn't want to really hate on Oli in it, but the fact that he was in the job too much, like too long. I was just like, yo, broski, like,
bro, I used to cuss him out
man.
in the away and like for a full
Yeah,
90.
man, cussing him out, like, it's not nice.
Oh, it's
It's not nice,
Lampard.
man. It's not nice.
I
Man,
can't
100% not nice. Yeah. Listen, people, the 936 of yous in the building. Big up to everybody tuning in. Best of the rest. It's been a while, man. So you get me. We've just been busy. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's been active, but Premsy's back as well. By the way, we didn't even introduce Premsy, man. You had a baby as well. Congratulations to you, bro, on the baby as well. You know what I'm saying? Everybody send their congratulations as well to Premsy for his baby and that. But yeah, man. How you feeling? Big up Specs as well in the building. Newcastle fan. Big up, bro. Hope you're well. But yeah, man, Premsy, man, you know what I mean? Life is good. Arsenal beat Liverpool. Monty's going to be here any second as well, man. But yeah, man, what are you saying, man? Big win?
Do you know what? First of all, big up Specs. Obviously, I've not been on a panel with you before. So we spoke on WhatsApp a few times. So big up yourself. Welcome to the show. It's good to be back, man. It's a hard life. I'm telling you, having a newborn. Hard nights, you get me? When you're doing your part and you're actually trying to stay up and do stuff. But it's a blessing, man. And it's just, I just needed to take some time away. I think it's been around 2 months. It's been difficult to get to games and stuff because family first, man. It's the most important thing. You can have all the money in the world. You can have everything. You got no family. You got nothing in it. So I'm just blessed, man. But yeah, it's good to be back. And it's already been an entertaining one. The comments always got me cracking. And I appreciate everybody for the congratulations as well. My geez.
Yeah, man, 100%, man. But like I said, you beat Liverpool. You know what? Yeah, who do you want to give most of the props for that game? Yeah, is it Jorginho? Is it the fact that Rice played well? Is it the Gabriel? Who was the difference for you in that game against Liverpool?
Do you know what? This is an exclusive because obviously on my channel, nowhere, AFTV, nowhere I've spoke nothing about Arsenal in it. So no one's really heard anything that I've got to say about it. But just on the game itself, I think I'm proud of Arsenal because it was a game that we had to go in and we had to win. Like there's a lot of people out there that were saying, I heard Ian Wright in the Stick to Football saying it's a game we must not lose. But it's not that. It's a game we had to win regardless of what. Get me 6-8 points behind, not good enough. And for me, I've said it at the start of the season, I don't think we've got the squad to win the league this season. I did actually predict it. I think it might have been on here as well as Premier League Unpacked. I think Liverpool and City probably challenge out for the title. People were sleeping on Liverpool. I just want to see Arsenal get back to the heights of last season. And in the last few games, I've seen glimpses of it. I think against Liverpool, you can't take them lightly, even without a Mo Salah. You know how dangerous they are. Van Dijk's been on brilliant form. Excuse me. Van Dijk's been on brilliant form. Jurgen Klopp as well, with him releasing that news. I think it's more or less going to galvanize the team to push on and do better because they're going to want to let him finish off with something good in it rather than looking like bottlers. So they've got something to play for there. It was a massive game. I think Jorginho, a player that I don't think's going to be here for the long-term future. I don't really rate him that highly, but he stepped up and he had a very good game. Havertz, you all know what I think about Havertz. He's not an Arsenal player for me, but he did okay. He had to have a little bit of hustle and bustle. If he wasn't involved, we wouldn't have got the goal. So got to take your hat off to him. Odegaard picked his passes, played well. Saliba, Gabriel, solid. The whole team throughout, they had a job to do. They scored a goal. They then conceded from a silly mistake, which shouldn't have been the case. But then they pushed on. They didn't let their heads drop. They knew the task in hand and they went on and they won the game. You get me? And they won the game comfortably. And I don't think anybody can argue about the result. I think Liverpool was limited to one shot on target. It was mad. It was mad. And it's good to see because as an Arsenal fan, you want to see us making strides in the right direction towards the back end of the season where normally we'll wither away. You want to see that reverse. And I think it's still going to be very difficult for us to win the league, but let's just stay there and thereabouts, rub shoulders with City and Liverpool and just see why I go on at the end, innit?
Yeah, man. Listen, I'm not gonna lie to you. I was loving it, man. Them Liverpool fans are rattling them over the weekend, man. You should have seen it, guys, man. Yo, listen, they were rattled, man. They were like, yo, it's only 2 defeats this season. I was like, yo, man, you haven't beat a top 6 side this season, man. That is for me is a big indication. Like, I'm not saying that you have to win every single game. It's a top 6 to win the league because you don't, innit? You have to beat the teams around you as well. But like for me, that was sweet, man. And Arsenal, for me, mentally had to win that game. They 100%. Had to win that game, bro. You know what I'm trying to say?
Started to come over hurdles, We're starting to come over them hurdles. City this season at home, we beat beat them in the Community Shield as well. I know it was on penalties, but mentally, it's a hurdle. If we didn't beat them in the Community Shield,
they're not top 6.
they're not even top 10, fam.
They're not even top 10. Relegation.
Beating Chelsea ain't a flex anymore.
You know what I mean? But no, man, with Arsenal right now, look, I'm not a deluded fan to think, you know what, we're going to go out here, we're going to do this, we're going to do that. Or it's not the case. I'm just taking it as it comes. Look, we're in a lot better place than where we were in most recent times at the back end of Wenger's career and Unai Emery. We just got to push on. Look, if Arteta ends up falling away completely and we end up just being in the top 4 challenge and we don't really make any significant movements in the Champions League, then we can't let this crop of players go to waste. We have to look at the market, see who's available. If there's a better fit that comes in, bring them in and try to then elevate to the next level. Because maybe this might only be Arteta's ceiling. We don't know yet. You get me? This is a risk that Arsenal have to take. Whether the fans are going to stick with it or not, that's another question, bro. But you got to say, man, massive result. Massive result.
Yeah. I got a super chat here from Roman. It says, let's be honest here, it's the UK government that destroyed our club. It could have been any of us that could have been caught in the Matrix. Come on, you Blues. Wow.
Big up.
Wow.
Fuck Boris Johnson.
Yeah, well, listen, crazy, man, crazy. You know what, Lewis, what are you saying, man, about Arsenal and that? Like, how big of a win was it? Like, I know you were doing the hate along and that, but what are you saying, man? In terms of...
I cancelled that after the Chelsea game. I couldn't be asked for Arsenal Liverpool. Head was on Pluto. I'm not looking at one title race thinking, oh yeah, we used to be up there.
So no, you're not doing
now
that.
I'm trying to say, oh, what's going on over there? No, I can't be bothered. Big win for Arsenal, obviously. It gives them more hope that they can go in, that they have a chance of winning the title. If they lost, I think they would have been looking at themselves more in the top 4 race, if anything. I can't speak too much about the game because I didn't watch it. I only caught the highlights. Big Liverpool mistakes, but like, yeah, that's what costs you. It's what costs you the game. It is what it is. They got to hold that. Build on it. That's all I can really say from Arsenal. They just got to keep building on it because I still don't think they're winning the league. I've always thought it was going to be Man City, especially with De Bruyne and Haaland back now. I think it's just curtains and they got the game in hands. But if they are to have any hope, they need to go to West Ham away and do that again. That's going to be a tough away game for them. They 100%. Struggled there last time.
Yeah.
Build on it. That's a big win, but like, what will it mean? We have to see. It's on the next few games.
Historically, we got a good record against West Ham away, but obviously this West Ham now is a new West Ham. They're going to be hurt from the United defeat because they got beaten pretty well there, innit, at Old Trafford. So they're going to have to show some sort of response. And if we can overcome them, beat them, and Burnley, Porto, and the next few games that are coming up, it'll put us in a good stead. But whether we'll have the capability to sustain that till right to the end of the season, that's going to be another question. I still think we'll lose a few games as well.
Boy, for me, you got to see what happens, man. Look, I said it on this pod, I said it on the other pods. When I said 2-1 Arsenal, yeah, people looked at me like I was crazy. Big up Monts looking at me like I was wild. And I was thinking, even though the teams were slightly different, I'm looking at the FA Cup game where Arsenal could have literally ducked with Liverpool, finished them within 25 and 30 minutes. All I've said was, if Arsenal get opportunities, this time they have to take their chances. Havertz nearly still fucked up. Luckily, it fell to Saka and he put the ball away. But Liverpool actually, you get what I'm saying? But Liverpool actually gave away opportunities, and what Arsenal did is they finished it. And so I wasn't surprised, like, the big deal. Like, I was like, of course Arsenal can beat Liverpool. Can they go on and keep the momentum? I'm not so sure yet, but at least they got the win and they can carry on and try and stay focused. Like I'm saying, title ain't done yet. Obviously, Man City do what Man City do. They're annoying. Against Brentford, I thought, Brentford are 1-0 up. I thought, all right, then that's their bogey team. They were going to win it. But Man City do what Man City do. And yeah, but at least Arsenal won. It keeps it interesting. Trust me.
Yeah, 100%, man.
Taking the piss, innit?
Yo, Lewis, listen, Lewis is done out here, man. He's like us, man. Big up, man, big up. Yo, listen, Newcastle's part of the best of the rest, man. I know they're not doing well at the minute, and we'll get onto them, yeah. But listen, Newcastle, Broski is peak out there, man. So they're in it, man. We'll get Monty's opinion in a sec when he comes in. Guys, over 924 of you in the building. We're still not hit 500 likes. We need 500 likes.
Get liking, man. Get liking. What's wrong with you? It's free. You get me, and you're supporting the man. If you're here, and you got to give your time to listen to us, whether you like it or not. I'm sure you could just smash a like in it on the video. It helps us support the channel.
Yeah, facts, 100%, man, 100%. Yo, what we saying about Liverpool, man? Yo, like it's one of them. It's a second defeat, yeah. But Szoboszlai is now injured. He's out for a couple of weeks. Liverpool, I don't know, it's one of them where I'm like, they got to do it for Klopp, man. Everybody knows my hashtag. I don't know if you seen me on the Big Six yesterday, but I was like, yo, they got to do it for Klopp, man. They got to do it for Klopp. But you know what it is with me, yeah? I look at them and I'm like, the attack is certified. Midfield, can they get the balance right here and there? It's going to be tough, man. But what are you saying? It's one of them with the pressure of winning it for Klopp, yeah? Do you reckon it's going to get them? And here he is. Here's Monts. Monts, what are you saying, man? You literally came at the point where I was like, yo, do it for Klopp.
Said Klopp
Monts,
3
what
times.
Me? You good, bro? I've got a new hashtag, Monts. Have you heard my new
hashtag?
No,
wait.
Have you heard my new hashtag?
No, I don't want to hear you. I don't want to know. What's your new hashtag? Saeed, what's your new hashtag?
My hashtag is do it for Klopp. Do it for Klopp.
Do it for Klopp. Right, cool. Well, you see, cool. Let me just check the background quickly. Could you pan your camera left and right? I want to see are the pictures and everything still intact? I know you was ready to.
Ready to
get dashed the other day.
They're we won that game after.
Is that what you predicted, Monts? 4-1 to Liverpool. Wild predictions.
I predicted 4-2.
What?
It was 4-2.
Coming to the disrespect.
I gave you guys 2 goals.
I don't know which Arsenal fan was on the panel that day when you was making them predictions, but I knew I should have called in.
Bro, you need to find a clip, man. 4-1,
I said 4-2. I fucked up. It happens. You know what I'm saying? We get them next time. We get our lick back. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully the bubbles do their thing next week and we go win our game against Burnley. You know what I'm saying? Listen, we can't win every game. Arsenal were excellent. I've already given Arsenal a lot of flowers over the last few days, simply because it's very difficult to outmaneuver this Liverpool team because of how good we've been this season. But the job was done. Yeah. Do you know what I'm saying? I feel like everyone seems to go in this kind of, Liverpool were dead, so that's why Arsenal were good. No, Arsenal were good, that's why Liverpool were dead. It's the same thing when we play Chelsea. Everyone goes, Chelsea are crap, Chelsea are crap. Yeah, Chelsea are crap, but they know how to turn up against big teams. They've done it more often than not. And I think it was what we did on that midweek. We suffocated them, so they had to play that way. Same way with Arsenal. Jorginho, what he was doing, I don't think we saw that coming. Jorginho playing.
Do you know what though? Do you know what though? Because I think we played a little bit different from the FA Cup, like Specs touched on it. To be honest with you, in the last four meetings in the league, you haven't beat us in the last 4 meetings. You know what I mean? So Arsenal are now starting to go toe-to-toe with Liverpool. So for me, it's not really a surprise. I give Liverpool credit. I've been giving Liverpool credit since the start of the season before balls even being kicked. But at the Emirates, Arsenal are a different kettle of fish. You know what I mean? Especially when the big teams roll up. We do normally tend to put on better performances. Yeah, Man City will end up normally doing us or whatnot. Liverpool over maybe, say, recent history. But other than that, we have got a good record at home. Atmosphere's in a lot better. So it's not easy coming to the Emirates anymore. Do you know what I'm saying? It's not easy coming to the Emirates. But people sleep on that.
Yeah,
100%. So we said, what was your question about Klopp? Was it Jurgen Klopp?
Yeah, do it for Klopp. That's what I was saying. Do it for Klopp.
I don't even like you, bro. You just I'm just
saying, innit? Like, you can't. This is the season. You have to do it, man. If you guys don't do it, it's a big disappointment. Not only to the fans, but to the what you put us through. All of that propaganda, all of that emotional videos, and all of this, this therapy sessions. And I'm watching your channel. I'm like, damn, man, Klopp's going, man. We have to do it for Klopp, man. You know what I'm saying to you? Like, so end of the day, all I'm saying to you is that, you know what I mean? It's gonna be a mad thing to the end of the season. That's all I'm saying. Like, are you confident though? Are you still, by the way, can you tell us that? Are you still confident you're gonna win the league, or are you still like Man City's the favourites?
I think as long as KDB is fit, I think Man City are the favourites. But I wouldn't say they're all the way the favourites. I watched the game yesterday, and it's more of the same that I've seen throughout the season.
The guy tried to troll, bro.
Stick to the same energy the other day, bro. You get me? Stick to the same energy, bro. My team's dead. I know. Yeah, bro. Stick to the same energy. Yeah, I'm pissed. Yes, I'm having a downer.
your glasses are
what's he said? What's he said? What's he been saying?
Bro, I've been amazing for the months. Get me? He did a bit more. Get me buzzing than before.
If you let me finish what I'm saying,
I've heard you many times, bro. I'm on most shows with you, bro. Stick to the same energy. When Saeed asks you, you say you can win the title. That's what I'm saying.
Inflation, inflationation.
That's what I'm saying.
I understand your anger and your frustration for the double that we done over you. But let me finish what I'm saying, and then obviously you can run your month's agenda. Now, I've always said that, again, I made it very clear that VO5 KDB is a very scary thing. Even while I was pumping up my chest. I think that's documented. VO5 stronghold KDB, your hair don't move in the wind. Man ain't ready for that. So, yeah, as long as he stays fit, I feel like City are probably the favourites as it stands, but I still believe that it's in Liverpool's hands just as much as it is in City's hands. We win every one of our games, we go and win the league. It's as simple as that. You know, I still think we're in the best position to win all 3 trophies, and I think the quad is still on. One loss does not change the fact that we're still top of the league. Yes, City can go 1 point ahead, but people forget that Liverpool can chase down teams too, and we can put together runs as well. We have 1 loss since the Spurs game. We've won every game this year. We don't even have Mo Salah, and we haven't dropped our standards. The only thing I'll say is that we've come up against a very good Arsenal side, so we got shown levels. We did get shown levels. But again, let's get our players back. They're coming back one by one. Thiago, demon home, pussy. You know what I'm saying? Demon home.
Yeah, your prediction didn't sound like you thought we was a very good Arsenal team. No, your prediction was sounding a bit wild.
I can think Arsenal are very good and still think Liverpool are better. I can still think that.
I don't know.
Are Liverpool better than Arsenal? Let me ask the Premier League. Are Liverpool better than Arsenal though?
Yeah, they are. At the moment, they are.
You think so? You put a lot of effort last year to catch Man City. You were the closest to Man City, but all of a sudden Liverpool, after one summer, have eclipsed you, man.
Yeah, because you got, bro. Like I said at the start of the season, before a ball was kicked, yeah. So this is no agenda. This ain't me jumping on no hype. Everyone can vouch for it. Yeah, you can't sleep on Klopp, innit? This is one of the best managers in world football. How are you going to expect, no response from this guy in it? How are you not going to expect a response? They've gone out, they've made recruitments, players like Szoboszlai and stuff like that. I've looked at for a long time at other leagues, and I know that he's a good player. So I know what's kind of coming into Liverpool. And realistically, they might be a player or two short. If you look at their front line, they've got so many players capable of scoring goals. Midfield might be questionable a bit. Defensively, they're decent as well. Got probably the best goalkeeper in the league, you know what I mean? So you got to look at it with all the banter and everything, no agendas, and look at it realistically. And when you see
your 11, though, is your 11 stronger than their first 11? Is that your 11 stronger than their first 11?
Do you know what? I would say that we player for player I would probably pick our players. Don't get me wrong. There'll be a few players like Salah or whatnot I might pick into the team as well. But obviously, I'm happy with the Arsenal squad. I just think the experience of Liverpool, the experience of the manager, and how they get Anfield up for it for certain nights, and the record they have at Anfield, you can't take that away from Liverpool, innit? So you got to look at it and give them that respect. I think when Jurgen Klopp goes, just like I say with Chelsea and Abramovich, I'm not calling Liverpool bums, but they are going to have a struggle. Sorry, they're probably not the right one to use. Probably more like Wenger and Fergie when they've left, and Arsenal and United went even more of a decline. Obviously, we were already kind of on a decline anyway, but you're seeing in it what kind of situations we went into. We don't know whether that's going to happen or not, but it wouldn't surprise me, because who are you really going to get in that can replace Jurgen Klopp? Like, this guy's one of a kind, isn't it? Unless you're getting Pep Guardiola in, there's nobody else really you're going to get in.
I mean, listen, that transition, I fear the worst of that transition, but that's for another day. I think as Liverpool fans, I think the best thing for us to do is to simply take it a game at a time and just try and leave this season with as much silverware as possible. As I said, I'm still Jurgen Quad on in it, and man can call me deluded, man can call me say my chest is out, but I think Saeed, you could probably vouch that. I know,
you can't call a quad. You can't call a quad.
Yeah, it's this squad. It's quad, not quad. Europa League, Champions League, Europa League. You get it? It's a quad. It's like a minute.
Oh my days, man!
It's 4 trophies, isn't it? But listen, I know, Prem's obviously you took some time off, and welcome back, by the way. Good to have you back, by the way. But,
big up, man.
Good to see you, man. Good to see you.
good stuff. You know what I'm saying? But I was just saying that, like, while you have been away and stuff, I have actually been quite grounded for a long period. I've actually been quite grounded and balanced.
That's new. That's new.
I know, I have been, but only because that I always say that no one in the Premier League so far has convinced me. I think Liverpool has just been the most convincing out of an unconvincing bunch. That's what I think, innit? I think everyone's been unconvincing in their own way. But now that I'm showing some chest after, and I think when else was I gonna show chest as a Liverpool fan?
Nah, show chest. I like it, man. I think it's right. But just
it's Bremsy? It's what other time am I going to do it? We're 5 points clear. We had injuries and absentees, and the standard's not dropping. 1 loss in 34 Premier League games. We're in each competition. We're in a cup final. How can I continue to be almost like, oh, well, this is wrong and this is still wrong and this is still wrong, even though it's still valid? Like everyone's saying, oh, you're a negative fan, you're a negative fan, you're a negative fan. Cool, I saw some chest. I said we're gonna smash Arsenal. We got our cheeks blown out. Pause at the Emirates. Now it's the same fans that are telling me that I'm negative are telling me I need to be humble. Damned if I do, damned if I don't. You know what I'm saying? So and I've got Specs fogging up his glasses, telling me to keep the same energy. Like,
wow, Specs to have that man.
Look, brother,
where are you coming from, man's glasses?
What the fuck? Why are you coming for me for? I'm just a small man. Just like I saw in the comments, why is there a Newcastle fan here? You get me? I'm just a small man, bro. Get me? I'm just here to say my 2 pieces, innit? But I'll just say keep the same energy, bro. You're a very good talker, bro.
What's the title of the show? What's the title of the show?
You can ask Saeed that. There's nothing to do with me. He's the host. He's the channel owner. I'm just a small guy, bro. I'm a small guy. You get me? I'm just hitting my 2 pences in. I'm just saying, you have your energy, just stick to it. That's what I was saying. It's not a big deal, bro. That's all. I had to sit in all those pods and listen to you, bro. You get me? Listen to you humbly and quietly. So I'm just saying, stick to the same energy. Don't let no one get you down. You understand? Even this loss, you carry on with that same energy, bro. That's what I'm going to say. Get me? Big up to you, Mr. Link. Come on.
Oh, big up, man.
Nah, big up, Mons. Big up, Mons. Mons is my guy.
Yo, big up, man. Yo, Szoboszlai injury, is that a big blow for you lot? Szoboszlai out for 3 to 4 weeks, I think it is. Szoboszlai.
Yeah, I think, I'm not gonna lie, we missed him. We missed Sobo against Arsenal. I feel like we needed a bit more P&P to compete with their midfield. And now Gravenberch, he's not really moving since he's come back from his injury. He had a good little spell, but now he's back from his injury. It's not, I don't know, he's not really moving the needle for me. Yeah, cool, I'm happy to give him time. I'm not going to call him a bum, but I'm not looking at him and thinking, yeah, he must start. I'm looking at that right centre mid position and thinking Trent might have to fill in there for the foreseeable and then just go and put Gomez right back. Robertson's back now, finally. You know, Robert can go back to playing left back conventionally. Gomez can go right back and Trent can go RCM. I know people can say, oh, maybe push McAllister in there when Endo's back or Thiago's back now. So Thiago's a left centre mid. Like, predominantly, I think we have too many left centre midfielders. But as a professional footballer, I'm a believer as in you should be able to play both. But I do understand profiles and everything like that. So it is a big blow just because of the way we play. Liverpool's midfield is the engine. You take away the engine, it becomes disconnected, you know, and we're able to get ran through. As soon as that press, bro, I'm telling you, Sunday night was a bad day for the light-skinned society. Virgil, Trent, Gravenberch, Gakpo,
my gosh.
1 out of 10s across the board. The light-skinned society took a hit, bro, at Liverpool. Took a hit. You know,
the light-skinned tax, yeah. No, but you know what's mad? Even Gakpo and Gravenberch, bro. Nobody's talking about Gravenberch, you know. That guy is a big flop, you know, man. Big flop, you know. Liverpool fan trying to hype it up. Hey?
It's not been big enough to be a flop, but like,
it's been a flop, man. The guy's not done nothing for Liverpool, man. Tell me one game he's had a good game, apart from Toulouse in the Europa League. Like, be honest with guys, yeah. Has Gravenberch been one of the biggest flops in the Premier League? Yes or no?
It's a strong word, man. I think give him time.
You gotta give him a bit of time, but you have to give him
time still.
I choose to skip that.
When he got his run, he got injured, and he had 2 or 3 good games, and then he got injured. And since he's come back from that injury, he hasn't been able to get him back in the team. So if people want to call him a flop, I'm not going to disagree with you, innit? I'm not going to disagree wholeheartedly. But what I will say is that, like, I feel like it's harsh, innit? Because he's not, there's a lot of competition for his position, in my opinion. I feel like he was never a starter at Liverpool, in my opinion. So
Bro,
the
listen,
expectation is
everybody talks about Amrabat being a flop.
I'd say Szoboszlai's not lived up to the price tag so far. I'd put him in there.
Okay.
So,
what, Szoboszlai is a flop?
No, he's not a flop. Like, he's just not as good as everyone. He's not shown the level yet. I think he started the season really well, really strong, and then he tailed off.
Yeah. You know,
man are calling him a Loftus Cheek from Wish on here in the comments. Yo.
Nah, Loftus Cheek's a baller, man. Yo, Loftus Cheek's doing bits.
No, they're saying a Loftus Cheek.
You know
from
what?
Wish, from Wish.
Chelsea should have kept Loftus Cheek, man. Chelsea should have kept him, man.
Like, Ruben wanted to go. He wanted to spread his wings. Like, fair play.
Good player.
It's one of the few players I'm glad I'm happy for him. I'm happy.
He's a good player, man. Strong, man. Solid.
Nah, he's a good player. We should have got him instead of Mount, bro. We should have got him instead of Mount.
I wish he stayed. Like, I would have happily kept him as depth, but he didn't want to. He probably started.
You wanted Gravenberch. Yeah, I did want Gravenberch, but it also means I can call a guy a flop. You know what I mean? Just because he's not on my club, like, I can't call him a flop. Like, Gravenberch has been a flop. I wanted him.
Saeed's got agenda.
Cody Gakpo, listen, Cody Gakpo's decent, innit? He's got good goals. He's got GA, yeah, but as a footballer, I don't really rate him in that aspect. I can't lie to you, man. Like, World Cup gassed me up on that, PSV, then the Premier League, I'm like, yo, what's going on, man? They don't really fill me with that kind of, like, the energy,
I think
man.
With him, though, he's getting dashed in too many positions, though, Saeed. He's playing left wing, right wing.
Yeah, but that just shows you, is that sign of what he is? Like, is he one of them utility, man? He's a utility, man, isn't it? It's one of them that just comes in, does a job.
He's a left winger / centre forward, isn't it? But I feel like, I don't feel like playing him everywhere is helping him. But for me, if Cody Gakpo is your fourth best attacker, I think that shows we've got some pretty good attacking depth, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? So it's not a worry for me. Unless we're losing bare games, then yeah, man's pointing the finger, in it. Yeah, you're dead, you're shit, you stink, compost heap this, bin juice that. But right now, we're still winning games and whatever. Yeah, we've lost against Arsenal, but you know what I'm saying? But Saeed, I'm gonna have to shoot, obviously, apologies that I was obviously, you know.
Yeah, come on, man. Always, bro.
Next week, man. I'll be back. And I'll be better. You know what I'm saying? Take care, man.
He's doing the dash like Klopp. He's doing the dash like Klopp.
Yeah, quick thing. Oh, yeah, Saeed, I forgot to say one more thing. Shit, man.
Yeah, there you go, man. Big up, man. Big up, Rams in the building. Whackpaw, Gravenberch, Dutch criminals like Ted Lasso. Yo, man, them Dutch footballers, man. I don't know. You know what it is with Dutch footballers, man? I don't know what it is, man. Apart from De Jong, man, I'm looking at their players. I'm like, yo, what's going on, man? Dutch players used to be ballers and that now, but they're coming to Premier League. I don't know if it's the physicality of the league or I don't know, but they used to be good, man. But now I'm like, yo, it's just not it, bro.
I remember like Wesley Sneijder and that, like, yo, they had a
Wesley
good crop.
Sneijder, even Wijnaldum was good as well. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm just looking at the next current Dutch crop, man. I don't know what it is, man. I think is it the physicality, is it the league and the way it is. Man said Weghorst, you know. Yeah, the one he's from AC Milan, isn't it? He's from AC Milan, isn't it? Yeah, he's from AC Milan. He's decent. He's decent.
So,
you know what I'm saying? Mickey van der Ven, he's a centre back though. I'm talking about midfielders. Xavi Simons, yeah, you know what? He's a baller.
Yeah, he is. He is.
Take him all day long.
He's
Dutch.
Yeah. Newcastle, chat to me, Spectre. What are you saying? What's your club name, man? Like, what's going on with Newcastle, man? You know what? Yeah, Eddie Howe, man. Is it uncomfortable conversation now? And we got to start talking about Eddie Howe now in terms of that. Yo, like, is he performing now? I mean, where are you, man, in the league right now? Let me see right now. Premier League.
I think we're ninth, bro. 9th or 10th. One or two. I think we're 9th.
10th.
You know.
The 10th. He's not 10th.
The 10th now,
You're ninth.
All right, I think so.
Yeah.
I was only joking, bro. I was trying to make you feel like Lewis, bro.
You're above us in the table. Don't worry. We're the barometer. So you're doing well.
Look, man. Look. The Eddie Howe that conversation's been there anyway. Trust me, some of the fans are just like out. You get me? Me, I'm not out. I still won't be out. But yeah, I get frustrated and I still question. Why is a man not proactive and reactive? Same old shit. Aston Villa, played a beautiful game. We stayed focused. That was my narrative. Staying focused, no sloppiness. Dan Burns is the man that every team will target now. Every single game. That's the first chat in the team talk before anything else. Target that guy. You don't need to be that fast. You can just jog past him. You saw what's his name? Ogden, I think his name is the Luton guy. He's literally just jogging past him. It was scary. He wasn't sprinting past him, he was jogging past him. So the Aston Villa game, we were 3-0 up, then Bailey comes on, Ben was getting cooked, took him off straight away. From the get-go against Luton, just like Nottingham Forest, and I said it on my live watch along, I said, this could be another Forest. You get what I'm saying? The same thing happened. He was getting cooked disgustingly. Horrors from the get-go. Going to the second half, he should have been taken off. To be honest with you, I'm not usually negative on individual players, but I never want to see Dan Burns ever again, ever again, playing left back. Ever. We got Tino there. He's been dropped. For what reason, I don't know. Just stick to Tino. I know there's many games, and you've got to be careful with these previous injuries and all that. Just play him, because that is one of the main costs of why we lost the game. Even when the guy jogged past him, he's pulling him back, and he still carried on in the box. That leads to a penalty. Eddie Howe still didn't take him off, and eventually took him off. The only positive was that Harvey Barnes is back. He brought Harvey Barnes on, and he scored. You know what I'm saying? The only positive I took out that game overall was the fact that when I thought we completely bottled it at 4-2, which sounds crazy at St. James, 4-2, we just lost ourselves. Too many sloppiness in the midfield, time and time again, snuffles on set pieces. But the only positive was the fight back. Last 3 games we ain't lost. We beat Fulham away in the FA Cup, we beat Aston Villa away, and we draw that home to Luton. It sounds mad. Credit to Luton, but I'm sorry. A lot of questions need to be asked, and I was fuming. That watch along was literally a bipolar effect. Every few minutes, it's like, yeah, then it's like, no, then it's like, yeah, then I'm screaming, it's horrible, bro. Anyhow, I'm not saying out, but he cannot continue with this favoritism thing. Some of the Bournemouth fans did warn me. I didn't see it, but I'm starting to see a bit too much loyalty and not what needs to be done on the pitch. Dan Burns can't play there again. He can't. Yes, he adds goals here and there, but we played too much of a high line to be having Burns there, and they keep targeting him.
Too slow, man. Too slow, man.
I don't blame him personally for the goal. I blame him. But I don't get at him as when people start mocking him, and I'm not going to do all that. It's the coach that puts him out there. You get what I'm saying? So the question's for Eddie, and that shit needs to stop. It's pissing me off. Trust me. But yeah, I don't know where to go from it, man. I don't know.
Does anyone see Eddie Howe getting sacked? Because I don't see him getting sacked, bro. Like, he overachieved last season. If he gets Europa League football, which he's probably going to get, like, I don't understand why Newcastle fans, where do they want to go?
They stay here,
some Newcastle fans, it's very split. Some.
If they stay in 10th for or around that area for the next month or two, maybe. But I could only really see at the end of the season right now, because things could still turn around for them.
Yeah, a lot of ups and downs, man. You think
you are 10th, so I get people who would be Eddie Howe out at this point. I'd understand it. Yeah,
but let's say last season never happened. Would we pretty much, that would be probably a decent expectation to be 9th, 10th right now if last season never happened. Because just before that, we were in the relegation battle, literally 19th, 20th. We've overachieved.
You'd want to push for Europe. I think you'd want to push for Europe.
Oh yeah, no. I'm not saying it's acceptable though, where we are. I do put things in perspective. I won't chat too much about the injuries, but you've got to put things in perspective. It is what it is. You get what I'm saying? That plays a little part. I'm not saying that's like the big excuse completely, but that plays quite a part. And it's still tight a little bit. Like between like Chelsea and us and Brighton, West Ham, up to West Ham, I say it's still a bit tight. Get me? So if you're going a good run, which I believe we could have, and you can, get me? Even Chelsea, a lot of people might say, no, don't bring Chelsea into this. If they can get a little run, just the way how tight it is between down there and West Ham-ish, you never know, man.
Right, Chelsea just one game at a time, man. Chelsea, man.
Yeah. I saw Lewis on the Chelsea fan thing. I shouldn't even laugh, bro, but I was watching it on my TV and I was busting up, bro.
I don't blame it. Everyone's laughing stop right now.
You know what, man? People say the Newcastle board are aiming to win the league title in 8 years' time. They said it in the Newcastle. What? Did they actually say that?
No, they said, they said 10 years. No, they said 10 years. It would have been the Premier League and all that, yeah. But I'll give it to Amanda Staveley. Look, like I said, she said within 5 to 10 years or 5 years Champions League. We got to the Champions League the same year she said that. So give credit where credit's due. Who knows? Maybe they did want to change anyhow, regardless. But after the Champions League and all that, and the Carabao Cup final against Man United, against your boys, what are we gonna do? You know what I'm saying? Like he overachieved and he done well. So he's got credit in the bank still, but he needs just questions are gonna be asked. You know what I'm saying? It's just annoying, man. But it is what it is, man. I don't know what to think.
At least your guy has credit in the bank. Ours does. He just stinks.
Proper Spurs, ain't it? Proper Spurs.
He is literally Tottenham. The mentality is Tottenham, and it's seeping into these players. I despise him. Literally, hate him as much as I hated Havertz and Mount last season, as in record time.
Yeah. What you might say in the top four is before we wrap up? Yeah, Premsy, top four race. What are you saying? Obviously, United got the win. You know what I mean? Tottenham, I think we're 6 points behind Tottenham, 8 behind Aston Villa. Sorry, 8 behind Tottenham. Is it 8 behind Tottenham? I think it's 6 behind Tottenham, 8 behind Villa. What are we saying about the top four race now? Are you thinking that it's going to be like what it is right now, or?
I think it's Villa, Tottenham, United. I think Villa, Tottenham, United. If Newcastle go on a good run, they could get themselves back into it. But I think it's Villa, Tottenham, and United. My honest opinions at the table there. Maybe Arsenal could get dragged into it as well if we go on a few games.
Nah, bro. You might have secured, man. You might have secured.
No. You got to look at it, bro.
No. But you got, bro. Like, sorry.
Not mathematically, bro. Mathematically, no way.
But just mentally, like you just know, like you might have to have a mad drop off now until the end of the season. There's only how many games are left of the season finishes? 15 games left or something like that?
Yeah, 15 games.
So
15 a lot can happen, man. Saliba could get injured. I don't know it, but as of now, probably you're looking at Villa, Tottenham, and United probably scrapping it out for the top four. That's probably how I see it. If the top three, obviously City probably favourites to win it. Liverpool and Arsenal's going to just have to see how far they can run him in it.
Lewis, what you said, I know. Listen, you got to take your goggles off of Chelsea, but what do you see in terms of the top four? Do you think West Ham were very poor? I know Paqueta's out, but it's only for me. It's Paqueta coming back, and then they may get a little bit of a chance of sneaking into that top 5. But bro, they need Paqueta back because they were looking average against us, man. But yeah, man, what are you saying, Lewis, about that?
The biggest question with West Ham and Brighton is how they handle European football with it. So I don't know. They could potentially do well. They could potentially drop off.
Yeah.
I find it hard to see the top 5 changing at the end of the season.
Yeah.
Like the order might be different. I don't think Arsenal drop from top 4. If they really flop, they might end up in a top 4 race, but I'd be really surprised to see them drop off. It's down to Villa or Tottenham, really, and I can't really tell between them. I really can't. But I don't think the top 5 changes. And I think it's just everyone's fighting for that last Europa League spot.
Trust me, I'm with you, Lewis, man. I think it's pretty much going to stay. It's hard to say, but it's going to stay pretty much in my eyes around that.
I haven't even clocked that. There's already a gap.
But this is what I'm saying to you. This is what I was saying before about the likes of Chelsea and Newcastle just trying to stay instead with like that 7th spot right now. You get me? Because other than that, I just see that top 5 is going to stay roughly as it is. Man United is going to be in and around. They can have a little momentum and push. So yeah, I can't see anyone else. Nah, that's it. Basically, what you see there.
Yeah. I agree.
Yeah. Don't pout out Wolves for a top 6 finish. Listen, Wolves will have to have a big end to the season as well, man. But listen, Wolves are in there. Like it's one of them where it's dog out there, man. So we'll have to see, man. So it is what it is, man. But what a show, man, guys. Big up to everybody here. Let me see if we've hit 500 likes, people. I don't know if you guys have been watching, but we've had over nearly 1,000 people in the video. We're on 406, guys. 406. By the time everybody shouts out their channels, let's get to 500 likes, man. You know what I'm saying? So please, if you could do that, that'll be amazing. Premsy, big up to you for coming on again, man. Love for that, bro.
Nah, man. You know what? I've missed this show. We've had some good banters. I just want to say big up to everybody on the panel. Specs, it's good to finally meet you and chop it up, man. Lewis. You know, I don't wish better times for you for your club, but in life I do. You get me, fam? And also, Monsters good chopping it up. The people in the comments as well, man. Big up yourself every time we see your comments. Half of them, sometimes I'm sitting back here and I'm laughing. And don't worry, people on the panel, I'm not laughing at you. I'm just like creasing up at some of the comments. But yeah, man, Premsy TV on YouTube. I've not been on for a little while due to having the baby. But go over, give us a subscribe, and regular content's going to be flowing real soon. Appreciate it, man. Smash a like on the video.
Absolutely. Carefree Lewis, what are you saying, man? I heard there's a press conference drop, man. You have to do another video, bro. I'm telling you.
I've already gone through this idiots. I hate him, but sadly we play tomorrow, so there's gonna be another watch along on the channel. Aston Villa away. I can't wait. We're gonna let him get us knocked out of the cup. Brilliant. Or maybe we'll do something crazy and actually go through. We'll find out. But yeah, live on Carefree Lewis G, so check it out, people. And yeah, big up.
Yeah, absolutely. And Specs, big up, man.
Yeah, man. Big up to everyone on the panel. Big up Premsy, congrats, baby, and all that. I know all about family life. Trust me, man. Got 4 of my own. You get me? Big up Lewis, Saeed. Smash the likes, people. Yeah, my YouTube channel. Get me? I'm still kind of new to this. Geordie Dread TV. You get me? The North London, Tottenham representing the Geordies. Check out my watch-alongs. I do obviously Newcastle watch-alongs, Stress, and other football watch-alongs as well. You get me? So hit us up, whatever you want to do, man, to check me out, and I appreciate it. Big up, lads, man. Big up to the people as well.
Yeah, no, big up to everyone, man. Make sure you like the video. Check out the content I did today as well. I was live at 1 o'clock with Ty and Haj. So make sure you check it out. We're talking about United stuff on there. So anybody who's asking about the United stuff, about the building, new stadium and all that, check it out. We did the video over there. Big up to everyone here. I'll be back tomorrow for the Mandem United talk. You don't want to miss it tomorrow, man. It kicked off. You know when it kicks off in the WhatsApp group, Premsy? It kicked off. So what I said, enough chat on the WhatsApp. Tomorrow, I want everybody to air it out. So you don't want to miss tomorrow's Mandem talk, 5 p.m. It's going to go off. It might be a Hall of Famer tomorrow. So make sure you're there, 5 p.m. I'll see you there, guys. Take care. Bye-bye.